like, as long as there's drainage in it. But we do it, obviously, I actually kind of do it on a small commercial basis, but I raise close to 5,000 seeds on the inside of my home against the windows every season. So we have open trays. You can find these anywhere. Usually you get them from your nursery. We fill completely these. See, we still have it a little bit dry, but it's just wet enough because we're going to wet it again after we plant the seeds in it. Now you're going to pack it in very tight, especially along the corners. You're going to firm it down really, really well. Now I usually fill 20, 30 at a time and stack them on top of each other. So I've got a few stacked, and I will show you. That's what it looks like. It's completely full. I'll set this right down here for you. Okay, so you're looking at this, but you've got to make sure that the corners are done. A lot of times your little seedlings the seeds will fly into those corners and there's nothing there to support them. So here we are. Here's the mix. Now I always mix enough that we have a little bit extra because you're going to fill this 2/3 full, and then you're going to give it one more splash of water. It's going to be a soupy mess, and it's okay. That peat moss is extremely dry. And you're just going to smooth it out. You don't want to pat it down too tight because the seeds need to be able to germinate their little tiny roots through there. And that's what you're going to do. Now you'll have extra on the side. All right, now we're going to take some seeds. Most of you are not going to grow like I do. You're not going to grow like 5 packets of one thing. So say you have 2 packets of different seeds that you'd like to germinate in one tray. Because I realize that this is a lot of room for one item. So let me show you what I usually do if I only have a few seeds available. I just take plain aluminum foil. I cut a piece about 1 foot long. You can fold it lengthwise or whatever you like. Make it nice and taut. And then I just run a ridge right there in the middle of the tray and separate it. It's very simple. All you're doing is creating 2 beds. That's all you're doing. 2 seed beds. It makes it quite easy for small growers. All right. Now I have a whole box of seeds here that friends have given me that they've forgotten about. They've been in the cooler, they've been in the refrigerator. There's all kinds of seeds in there. Germination on seeds, if you buy brand new seeds of that year, you normally get 98, maybe 95, 98% germination, which means they start out of the ground. The older the seed, for every year that goes by, you lose 10% germination. So if you have seeds that are 10 years old, you might get 10%, maybe. So we take chances because we like to grow. We don't want to waste anything. So let's start some seeds. I'll start some basil. We'll start some basil and we'll start some dill. Dill's great in the wintertime. It does very well in cool weather, and basil, of course, does not like it. So I'm always germinating basil. Everybody loves basil, and you always have to have basil. So here's how we do it. Just cut the corner, shake the seeds a little bit. Cut the corner off a little bit more. Sorry about the dirty hands, but this is the nature of the beast. Okay. Lots of tiny, teeny seeds. It's hard, but it's easy, and if you know what you're doing. What you're going to do is you're just going to hit the side of the envelope. Don't be intimidated. It's okay. And you're just going to sprinkle, just like that. Just do the whole packet on one side. Okay? Next we're going to do the dill. I'm sure with two different seedlings you're not going to forget, but if you do, the smartest thing to do is lay the envelope on top of them. That way you don't forget which is what. Okay, now we have the dill. Dill's a little bit larger. You've probably seen dill seed in the stores. It's very pretty. They use it as an herb. You can use it in coleslaw and potato salad, and they do a bunch of things with it. You're just going to use the same technique. You're going to spread it all around. I know this looks like a lot. This is another good reason why you could do half. You could do half a packet and put them away, label them, and remember to do them again. Okay, now we've got this settled up. We're going to make our tags.